There are stories the elders tell at night, stories whispered by the fire, stories that remind us that greed and beauty can open doors to the spirit world. They said he was handsome, wealthy, and mysterious, but no one had ever seen his shadow. And when he smiled, the air around him grew cold. This is the story of Adaeze, the girl who married a ghost. Long ago, in a peaceful Igbo village, surrounded by red earth and palm trees, lived a young woman named Adaeze. She was known across the villages for her beauty. Skin smooth like the moonlight, and eyes bright like river water. But Adaeze had one weakness. Her heart longed for luxury. Every suitor who came for her was turned away. She would say, "No poor man deserves my hand. I will only marry the one who can dress me in gold." Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. And still, she waited for a rich husband to appear. Her mother worried, but Adeze's heart was filled with pride. One evening, as the sun burned low and the crickets began to sing, a tall stranger entered the village. His garments shimmered like silk, gold beads hung around his neck, and on his wrists were bracelets that glowed faintly in the dying light. He rode a dark horse with eyes like burning coal. The villagers stared in awe. Who was this man? Where did his wealth come from? He said little, but when his gaze fell upon Adaze, a slow smile crossed his lips. The next morning, gifts began to arrive at her mother's hut: bags of salt, coral beads, fine wrappers, and coins no one had ever seen before. The stranger sent word he wanted Adaze as his wife. That night, the elders gathered. They whispered that no one had seen where the man came from. No one saw him trade. And when the moon rose, his shadow was missing. The priest warned, "Not all who walk in human form belong to this world." But Adaeze's eyes saw only wealth. Her mother wept, begging her to wait. Still, Adaeze agreed to marry him. The wedding was done quickly. There was feasting, drumming, laughter. But as the night deepened, a cold wind passed through the crowd. The fire dimmed, and the stranger's face seemed to flicker like smoke. At dawn, the stranger told Adaeze, "Come, my wife, let me take you to my home." They left the village together. They walked through forests, crossed rivers, climbed rocky paths. But Adaeze noticed something strange. Each time she looked back, the road behind them disappeared. Each time she blinked, the trees changed color. Hours turned into days. Her legs ached, yet the stranger showed no sign of weariness. When they reached a shallow stream, she bent to drink and
Are you a
saw
ghost?
no reflection beside
Why
her.
is your
Her
shadow not
heart pounded.
reflecting?
She turned slowly to look at her husband and saw his feet were no longer touching the ground. As they climbed a final hill, mist rolled in like waves. The world fell silent. No birds, no insects, no sound at all. Before them lay a village. But something was wrong. The houses were old, roofs broken, and yet faint lights glowed within them. The stranger stopped. He turned to Adaze. His eyes were hollow, cold, endless. "Welcome home," he said softly, "to the land of those who never truly died." A chill ran through her bones. Faces began to appear in the mist,
No,
pale,
please don't
distant,
kill me. I
empty.
beg you. I don't want to die.